Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Amphibious truck. Is this going to end with us actually encountering Occam's Gator? Because that would be very amusing. Oh. There's nothing amphibious about this truck. The whole truck business sure feels like much ado about nothing. Ado is a weird word. Oh. Interesting. There seems to be nothing here. Do I just wander now? Oh, wait. Did they just go to the bus stop? That's like in the same direction. Isn't an abandoned truck at the big most for clues? Okay, so it has to be here somewhere. Oh! Black smoke billows from the cowl. That engine is cooked. You can't eat something just because it's cooked. Eat the engine. Far too large to eat. Eat the engine. It's just not possible to eat an engine. It would kill you to even try. Girding yourself against the overbearing heat, you wrench open the cowl and peer through the smoke, only to find that someone has beaten you to it. The engine has already been eaten. The next chance I get, I'm eating an engine. Sure. The truck has been abandoned for some time. There's nobody inside unless they are very small and hiding. Are they? Small and hiding? No. Search the seats. A newspaper left on the passenger seat is open to the classifieds page. Circled are advertisements for Mr. Rat's Hotel for Working Women and The Docks. Take the paper. You don't need it. It's yesterday's news. Search the seats. The gas tank is located underneath the driver's seat, which has the advantage of lowering the truck's center of gravity. This gas tank is empty, which has the disadvantage of the truck not working. You also notice a tiny glint of metal. A key! Small L, B, and S key. Close the door. Okay. Oh, the vampires again. So does that key perhaps work on any door inside the place? Aha! The key fits snugly in the lock, so snugly you can't get it out, in fact, but it does its job nonetheless. The austere bedding testifies to the Tracy family's rigorous asceticism. One must purge body and mind of all comfort and distraction to achieve the hyper-focus of a bass fisherman. Search the beds. Spearmint candy, licorice candy. Secret candies? Bass fishermen should not be vulnerable to such temptations. Melee weapons, ranged weapons. Didn't I get a candy from the witch? Not the witch. Barbara Yagara? I guess I never looked at it. Breath mint. Moxie by... Ooh. Actually, that's really good. Hold on a second. What does my current potion effect do for item drops? Ooh, I kind of like that more. I'll save it. Times are tough at largemouth bass and sons, and pillows are in short supply. The Spartan mattresses hold no secrets. Under the pillow. 16 teeth. Tooth Fairy skipped the swamp for a while. Sell them, I guess. A navy blue slicker is the sole resident of the rank of the coat rack. Fierce rummaging yields a letter in the right pocket. The envelope appears unopened. Take it. Kathy's letter. The envelope isn't sealed. You slide it open with ease. Dad, all anyone cares about in this family is a largemouth bass. Well, I'm sick of it. Ain't I a person? Ain't I deserving of being cared about too? I'm leaving, Dad, for a place where dreams are possible. You ain't never gonna find me because you don't know where that is. Love, Kathy. P.S. Say hi to Mom. Or P.S. Hi to Mom. Largemouth bass eyes peek through the slats in the lockers. Well, that's horrifying. You're not supposed to be in this room. It's better if Adam doesn't see you leave through this door. Better for whom? Better for you. Okay. You need to see this. Adam Tracy pours out a letter, his brow sinking into deeper furrows with each line. Ain't never. Ain't I? My friend, those are the vulgar contractions of Occam's Gator. I didn't give Kathy a copy of Jeanne Eyre to have her contract improperly. No, this letter is an obvious ruse, friend. Occam's clumsy attempt to throw us off the scent. Maybe you're right. I have yet to see any evidence that I am otherwise. I found these teeth under a pillow. Yes, those are mine. You believe in the tooth fairy? No. I found the company truck. Yes. It's a common mistake. Have you found her then? Still working on it. Every moment we stand here saying truck, Kathy slips away further. It's looking more and more like Kathy ran away from home. Even if that's true, it doesn't matter. You find her and you bring her back. You bring her back, right here? That young woman has a responsibility to largemouth bass and sons. I'll be on my way. These people kind of suck, if I'm totally honest. I found your truck. Really? Where is she? Is she alright? Does she need anything? It's out of gas and something ate the engine. Rats. I don't know where I'll find a new engine, and I really need that truck back. I left an egg sandwich on the passenger seat, and I'm afraid by now the egg will have hatched. Take it easy. You too. I guess that's... You know what? I didn't really look... Maybe there was a clue about what's his... Tom somewhere here, too. All you have in your mess is hardtack. Hardtack's about all we eat. It's reboned, too. Hardtack doesn't have bones. That's changing. I read Tom's diary. Did you now? Make any sense of it? Yeah. Seems he was planning to take the truck and drive through a nearby Gator Man camp to ensure he wasn't followed. Hell, how'd you piece that together? Well, it was on a page he said contained information of no consequence, but in fact, the information there was very pertinent indeed. And why would he say it was of no consequence? I don't understand. Is this the irony that I hear is fast poisoning your generation? I found the company truck. You're meant to be finding the company's son, Tom Chapman. The truck is the key to finding the son. It is? Then where's Tom? Let me get back to you on that. Take it from an old bass reboner. Try and do too much at once and your fish ends up looking like a porcupine. Looking more and more like Tom ran away from home. Even if that's true, it doesn't matter. You find him and you bring him back here. That young man has responsibility to largemouth bass and sons. Even if I find those kids... Hello, door that I didn't see before. What lies beyond that door is only for fishermen. What is it? Fish. Can I fish here? Find Tom, then you'll get your fish. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. What does my side quest say currently? Oh, well, on foot. Maybe I went here too early? He keeps giving me one more meat every time. It can't be the Gatorman Hamlet. Oh, there they are! Hold on, are you Tom and Kathy? Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy? The boy nods slightly. He can see you put in the work to remember their surnames, and though you may be at cross purposes, respect must be paid. Who wants to know? I've been literally looking everywhere for you. Really? Lots of times when people say literally, they're not using it right. When people say it's literally raining on my wedding day, they're not talking about actual rain. I actually do mean it, though. Oh, take a last look. We're on the next bus out. Your folks back home think you were kidnapped or eaten. That's so utterly typical. They can't even conceive that someone might not want to live the same small little largemouth bass life that they do. Not even a life. Not for us, it's not. The kind of life we want to leave is only possible in the city. What kind of life is that? We're going to start a business making wigs for judges. Is that a job? Is he... Are you... Don't be rude. Oh, God, I'm sorry, but you gotta... I mean, that's like asking if cobbling is a job. Is cobbling a job? Now, you're not going to get me with that again. More power to you, I guess. And to you, so long as your goals don't conflict with ours. I don't know if you're thinking about starting a... I don't know if you're thinking about starting a wig business. I need to take it back to your parents? Hell to that. You need to take us back like Bass needs bones. We're not going back, pal. Not ever. Largemouth bass and sons is a trap. All we can ever do there is repeat the same old toxic patterns that our fathers did, our grandfathers did. Debone the fish, rebone the fish, debone the fish. What's the point? It's a mindless life, and it's never going to change. No, pal, not for us. Better to die in poverty than to live in largemouth bass deboner or reboner. Unfortunately, it was hard to bring you home. Listen, friend, we're not going back. There's nothing and nobody that can make us. Fine, I tried. Oh. Oh, no, no, Occam's Gator. You have no power here. Occam's Gator, that's a real guy? Occam's Gator is why, he's the bane of our lives, our family's life. He's haunted us, tortured us, before I was ever even born. What does he want? Back. Did you just say back? Miserable back. We will be miserable if we go back. The Gator sneers. To your surprise, the beast apparently has no intention of killing or eating the children, but means to return them home to Largemouth Bass and Sons. But why? Why would it care? You want them to be miserable? Oh, yes, miserable back. I don't know what Occam's Gator wants except our whole family to be miserable. I don't know why else he torments us. What's your problem? Misery. You just want to cause misery. Bass misery. To Largemouth Bass and Sons specifically. Why exactly? God. What God? Misery God. You have a God that wants to cause misery to Largemouth Bass and Sons? Amen. What's your God's name? Occam's Gator. Now you leave these kids alone. Thank you, but there's no shaking Occam's Gator when he gets his mind set to a thing. Mindset. There's got to be a way we can work this out. Violence. Apart from that. Violence, misery. Change his mind with Moxie. The monster abides by his own obscure ethos, but perhaps you can outthink him. If you let them go, you'll cause more misery to their families. Tom and Kathy will actually be more miserable if, that one. If you let them go, you'll cause more misery to their families. Largemouth Bass and Sons is totally reliant on these children to prop up their failing company. The whole thing is a joke. Without Tom and Kathy, it will all slide slowly but irrevocably into a long, painful era of decline over which looms the grim terminus of business death. That's true. Occam's Gator seems to be giving it some thought. Just something to consider. A slow smile creeps across Occam's Gator's face and keeps on growing until it's made a complete ring around his head. Can you teach me how to do that? Well, that was something. I don't know what to say. Nobody's ever stood up to that thing before. Dad even tried to give me a cut of the business to leave us alone. You mean what you said, though? You think the business will fail without us? I'm sure it'll be fine. People love largemouth bass. Huh. We're doing the right thing. If I was 100% sure of that when we left, I am now. I'm now 98% sure, which is that's still very high. Yeah, it's pretty high. Well, thanks, mister, anyway, for getting Occam's to take a hike. Accept the meat and nod at Tom. I know it's not much, but would you want this? Free sample? Judge's wig. Enjoy that, but mind you don't combine it with the jury's wig and the executioner's wig. Nobody should have that much power. Hold on just now. Are you still trying to take us back to Largemouth Bass? No, go get the bus. I'll give you my blessing. Thank you, Father. Huh? Oh, you said blessing, so I just assumed. No, it's fine. It's still nice to have your blessing anyway. Thanks. Have a good life, mister. I know we will. Goodbye, then. I can't move. Oh, now I can move. It's been an eventful wait for the bus. Let's see if I go to the truck and back. Maybe I should have fought Occam's Gator. Maybe you get a cool reward out of it. But I kind of like that solution as well. Oh, the Gator men are back. Oh, I got a mob on my team. I wish that was more, like, reliable to know that they're going to show up. Because I sometimes get a hobo and I sometimes get a mobster. It certainly feels like a waste, but... No, not my guy. The one up top. And then cheese, you punch. Well, that wasn't very strong. Oh, it was a shotgun. It would have hit all the enemies. I see. Oh, more gator cheese. Oh, they're still here. Well, let's go talk to the dads, I guess. Can I just tell them, like, Occam's Gator won't let them return? And maybe kind of, like, the best of both outcomes, perhaps? Too late, friend. Tom's gone. I received a telegram from him with news that he's in the big city, thriving, as the head of his own business manufacturing wigs for judges. Wait, he's already set up a business? It's already thriving? Yes, it's fast, I know, but judges' wigs are a gold mine. can tell you don't have business instincts, or you'd have recognized that right away. Sorry about your son. Do you know, I'm actually proud of him. Always thought he was a dreamer, and never realized he had those killer instincts for business. Yeah, he's a good sort, Tom. Maybe I've been unfair to him. Are you worried about the future of the business without Tom? Succession is only an issue if I die, wouldn't you agree? And that's far from inevitable, especially if I invest in a good helmet. Occam's Gator is real, I saw him. In the shower, yes? No. It's just that that's mostly where I see him. Can I still get that fishing rod? I don't have the rod anymore. When I got that telegram from Tom, I threw it into the sea. The fishies have it. I figured they'll use it to destroy each other, and we'll sweep in to pick up the pieces. Can I bet this cat? Oh. As you approach, the cat raises a quizzical eyebrow. I don't know what you're talking about. I certainly didn't have anything to do with helping Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy flee their largemouth bass fishing fathers. The cat only chuckles in response. What's your name, girl? The cat points to its collar. Charybdis. Oh. Didn't even need to ask, I guess. The ancient... Charybdis was Greek? It was like a sea monster god? Actually, it might not have been a god. It was just a sea monster. Alright, Charybdis. What do you do? Like, aren't Charybdis and Scylla usually together, like in Mythos? Not directly, but they're often paired. Charybdis, Boon. Loathing. What do you do, Charybdis? Charybdis' boon gives you 20% to item drops. Ooh, that's so tempting, but I can't get the dream one back if I ever want it. No. Can I use this? Okay, so not doing that, I guess. I mean, I still got the cats, I guess. I wonder... So there's 3 different outcomes, depending on who you side with. I wonder what the other rewards are. Don't you dare show your face around here, you dithered, and now Kathy's lost. I received a telegram from her, and now she's throwing her life away chasing the Judge Wig dreams of youth. Sorry about your daughter. I only hope she'll realize the mistake she's made. Her mother always told her, don't throw away your life for a man like I did. Meaning you? Huh. Now that you mention it, I wonder. Are you concerned about the future of the business without Kathy? We will suffer the setback, as we've always done, but our plan to rebuild as Largemouth Bass and Sons and Daughter will have to be put on hold. A pity. The name rolls off the tongue, which would be appropriate, as that's how we slide the fish's bones out. Occam's Gator is real. Yeah, I know. I'll be on my way. That's it. That's all I can tell him. What about this cat? Does this cat like me? When she sees you, the cat leaps into your arms and licks your cheek with the vigor and sloppiness of an animal 10 times her size. Well, hey there, girl. What's your name? Oh, Scylla. Scylla, huh? What was that big lick for? The cat nods at the other side of the collar, which says, you didn't go against the family. Okay, what does Scylla's boon do? I could probably just edit the URL and just type in Scylla instead. Oh, maybe it has to be capitalized. Yep. Scylla's boon. There is currently no page. Alright. We'll Google it. Must not have had the correct... Oh, you know what? Probably funny characters because of the apostrophe. Okay, Scylla's boon. Gives meat... Makes sense. One gives meat, one gives items. Okay, that seems to be it besides the main attraction. These Gatormen aren't doing enough damage to each other for it to seem like a real fight. Either they're sparring, or this is how Gatormen arguments work. Either way, they aren't paying any attention to you. Sneak past them? Oh wait, but I want to go in that room. Don't I? Oh, I can go in that drain. This filthy pipe must lead inside, presumably to the bathroom part of inside, if the smell is any indication. Ugh. The pipe turns out to be much longer than you expected, with lots of twists and turns. Clearly, efficient airflow and ventilation systems is not a big priority in Gatorman architecture. You eventually come out in either a garbage processing center or a kitchen. Or both. I don't want to ring the dinner bell. Even if Gatormen bothered to cook their meals, they probably don't cook them in an electric stove standing in 18 inches of water. This is a kitchen only in the sense that it's a place where food is prepared. There's nothing of value on the shelves, probably not even by Gatorman standards. Remains of an awful, awful meal. It's one of those fridges, you know, the ones hanging on big rusty chains. The chain wasn't attached very well and the whole thing comes loose. Oh, I guess that goes in my room. There's Charles. This bunch of Gator... Wait, that's the collective noun for Gatormen? A cruelty? Or what's the collective? A depravity? A butthole? Well, anyway, this bunch of Gatormen seem more concerned with the possibility of someone breaking in their front door than sneaking in through their kitchen. Sneak attack them? You stealthily creep up behind one of the Gatormen and knock him out with a quick strike to the back of his head. The other two seem shocked by the display of poor sportsmanship. Ah! Oh, I don't have Barker because I snuck in. Oops. Actually, if it's just the two... I wish I could upgrade my skills again, because they're really starting to feel not as effective as they should be. Nasty pastry. Swamp eel hat band. What is that? Add 3 hot armor to a hat. Oh. This shoebox is waterlogged, a real survey of nouns. Any shoes? Wide loafers. Widens your gait. Okay. The items on the shelf are all too nasty for you to look at, let alone touch. A big rusty chemical barrel. I will fish, I guess. Oh. Come on, give me something cool. Something cool. Nope, nothing cool. The barrel says chloroform, and so does the smell leaking out of it. Woof. Dump it out. I see what you're going for, and sure, filling the place with chloroform fumes would knock out all the guards, but it would also knock you out. And the water you're standing in is almost knee-deep. You can double-check your to-do list if you want, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have drown scheduled for today. Oh, yeah, What if I... Do I have any hats I can wear that will... I have a gas mask. Ah, you dump over the barrel of chloroform and sort of flap your arms to wave the fumes out into the hall. After a second, you hear Gatorman yell, "Smell funny, oomp," and then several loud splashes. Wow, I'm surprised that worked so easily. This gas mask has come in handy so much. Doesn't look very comfortable. How lucky he didn't crush his hat when he passed out. You're not sure if it was the chloroform or the vigorous workout that causes Gator to pass out. Sweet dreams, Gator Man. Is this just the entrance? Oh, it's not. The throne room. This hole leads down into a massive underground chamber. Do you think the Gatorman's taste in books is as bad as everything else about them? Bones and how to crack them. Oh. What is that? Crack knuckles. Increase your mystic... Ooh. You skim through most of the really nasty parts, but you do learn a few things about knuckles that you're able to apply in non-torture contexts. A slightly more challenging chapter that delves deeper into knuckle physics. If you do, cracking your knuckles will increase your mysticality by an additional 2. Knuckle down. You study knuckle anatomy until you can't think about anything else. Crack knuckles has been upgraded. When you finish, you crack your knuckles so lightly the resulting sonic boom disintegrates the book. There was a skill like that in West of Loathing. You found it, the least comfortable chair in the world. The real seat of power. I'm gonna fish in it. Man, it sucks I can't use the cursed fishing rod anymore. Filthy Scepter. Poison all opponents for 3. Oh. It's too long of a drop for how scared you are of drops. Well, there's a crane. Do I have any controls for the crane? The guards are still out there. It looks like the chloroform fumes didn't affect them outside. You'll have to fight them if you want to leave this way. Alright, never mind. Charles, he's in a cage. It's a cage with Charles in it. Charles, shh, I'll hear you. Don't worry about it. I already took care of the guards. Wait, why are you still conscious? Oh, so that was chloroform I smelled. I guess after years of working with paint thinner and so on, I'm pretty much immune. Huh. You're the adventuresome type and all. You know how to pick a lock. Only with an appropriately shaped key. You have to get out their leader then. I think his room's down at the other end of the hall. Okay, I'll be right back. So I need to... How do I... So I need something that can lower that crane, or that hook. Oh, a loose length of rusty chain. Okay, that'll do it. Because you used to do that in West of Loathing, you would use a length of rope. Catch a chain you found. There, that ought to do it. Is he going to be a giant gate? Oh no, he's just property private scram. This looks kind of like El Vibrato stuff. You don't know what this object is, but... Oh wait, it's got blood all over it. It's an altar. Huh, where'd he go? It's a weird pedestal. Took a picture? This looks a lot like El Vibrato. But it's also different. I serious, go away. Whatever this is, it's extremely broken. Try to fix it. All these blocks are clearly trying to move in a way that makes sense. They must have gotten knocked out of alignment. Realign them. You move the blocks around relative to each other until they start moving in a more satisfying pattern. Assuming you're a person who thinks a smooth circular pattern is more satisfying than juddery, spark-spewing chaos. Surely everybody is that kind of person. This has to be right. This device seems less broken now. Good grief! You wouldn't have fixed it if you knew it was going to be so ungrateful. Ziggurat power. Oh, that's... You can use 3 additional combat items per... Wow. Cool. Just taking a bunch of screenshots. It's like different El Vibrato. Warning, kill you. Is this some kind of ancient temple guardian or something? It's shooting out a bunch of tightly focused beams of light that science doesn't yet have a name for, but which you can probably assume you don't want touching you. Oh, okay. Mission Impossible. Oh my god, the legs. It's so laggy, though. Is that why this room was so funky? Because it had to render that animation. You worst. Destroy. Goliath kill. Hello, Goliath. Oh. Oh, jeez. That thing really did a number on this guy. Maybe I can get his crown? Hematic ichor. You poke around in the mulch until you find something that looks more or less like an old iron key, except kind of blurry. It sizzles and twitches in your hand as you pick it up. Cursed key. This has to be the key Charles mentioned. You look at that hulking Goliath at the end of the hall. There doesn't seem to be anything beyond it, and it looks like it could squash you in an instant. Let's go back and unlock Charles. You make your way quickly back up to the room where he was being held. Oh. Wait, I want to go see the Goliath. That's not the room. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Or is it going to really just not let me? Oh, I can. Oh, it doesn't work anymore? Or maybe I have to... Oh. It's not making screenshots. It activates the portal. I didn't see the light it was shooting. So weird. Why not make it look like El Vibrato? Oh, we gotta do this thing again? This little sequence has more animation in it than, like, the entirety of West of Loathing combined. I can't say for the rest of this game, but... Oh, there was a switch to turn the damn thing off right there. That's better. Hello, Goliath. Messing with this thing did not end well for the Gator Man, Chief. Doesn't look like it's going to end particularly well for you either. Really? You've already got the key. You don't need to go toe-to-toe with a thing that has toes as big as your head. Okay, I'm going to do that whole fourth wall thing everybody loves. This is a super hard optional boss fight. Not at all balanced. We didn't even bother to test whether it's possible to win. It is, and I'll show you. Oh, cool. I got a hobo. I can't help but notice that health bar didn't move. It has 1,000 HP. Immune to bleeding, poison, and on fire. Okay. Summon a cheese. Hold on, is this a gag fight? Goliath, Gator, statue. Huh. Drink 4 bottles of bloodshine in 1 turn. Do it again next turn. Suppose you begin with 6 mods. Oh. Huh. Wow, okay. There is a strat to do it. Let's leave. Covered with scabs. Okay, so there is a strat for it. What's the item I need to get? You shouldn't leave until you rescue Charles. Bloodshine. I need to get Bloodshine. Okay, well, let's go rescue Charles. I'll be back for you, Mr. Terrible Giant Statue. I wonder if it even gives anything or if it's just for an achievement. Oh, that just turned it off. It was already on. Okay, found the key? I think so. It's kind of weird, though. Yeah, I don't like the looks of it at all. I'd bet dollars to donuts that's the artifact we're looking for. It couldn't possibly be the key to this random Gator Man cage in the middle of nowhere, then, could it? Well, it might have some kind of key-related powers. Normally I'd advise against using it, but I don't see any other way out of this mess. Okay, here goes. The key shifts unpleasantly in your hand, buzzing and clicking through a jerky slideshow of shapes, as though searching for the particular slice of a higher dimensional object that will fit this lock. When it finally finds the right one, it jerks forward in your hand and twists, and the lock clicks open. Your hand feels numb. Thanks, boss, though for sure my bacon was well and truly fried. Don't mention it, Charles. Let's just get the heck out of this dump. With no further cause to stick around, apart from any unfinished side quests you might have, but you can always come back for them later, you escort Charles back to town. Boss, you found the cursed artifact and brought Charles back home safely. I can't express how grateful I am. I don't know what we'd do without him. Thank you so much. It was nothing. It wasn't nothing, but you know. Yeah, I get it. Don't forget to uncurse that thing before you go to bed. This key seems like it has the power to open any lock. That could be extremely useful. Would it be really all that bad if I didn't uncurse it? Oh, I'm not going to drag you into the machine and force you to do it, but yes, I don't actually know what would happen if you don't uncurse it. But I assume it would be pretty bad. Look, you uncurse all the other things, right? Yes. Great, so go ahead and uncurse this one too, okay? Better safe than sorry, but I want to go back. So, it said in the instructions here, I guess I have to use a Moxie-based weapon too, but... Oh, it's these guys again. Okay. I have good item drops, so it shouldn't take me that long. I need to get Bloodshine. 8 Bloodshine. Okay, let's see how hard that is to get. Let's do a couple test fights. Oh, plus it'll do some points as well, which is probably good. Actually, these guys aren't gators. They might have low enough health. Maybe I do a sped up combat routine on this one. Punch. I don't understand. Why do I get poisoned so easily in this place? Oh, because that thing was made of poison gas. Okay. Vampire bat. White suit pants. What are those? Moxie meat drops. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna grind this out until I get enough of that stuff and I'll be back. Alright, I've got 9 bottles. Let's go see how this works. Oh, this again. I guess I'll just deal with these guys. Ooh, that's a lot more than I was expecting. Okay, and then that guy's gotta go. What do these do? That's that guy boosts. That does damage. That guy does health stealing. That's fine. Get him. Oh, again with the Weed Lord fetish. Oh, I guess I need to make sure I need a Moxie-based weapon. Do I not have any Moxie? Oh. Yeah, okay. We'll use a gun. So these all turn off. Oh, nice pose. Do I have to go through the whole animation with the lasers again? Because this saved. Oh no, they're off. Okay, let's see how this strat works. Oh, where's Barker? Oh, Barker couldn't come down. Okay, so I'm supposed to use... Oh, it's all the way at the end, huh? Okay, so I use... You may use 4 more combat items. Oh, some... Oh, combat items are different than just regular... Okay. So, double my Moxie. And then do it again. And then... Oh, this compounds really quickly and gets really out of hand. I see this now. I don't know what... I guess I'll... I'll lower your stats, I guess. And then I guess I'll save in case I need to heal. 131 damage. Okay. That's not nothing. This guy's almost a detriment because he makes the stats higher. Oh. I see. I see. Okay. Well, I hope this is enough. That 118, 236, 470. Yeah, that kind of breaks it a little bit. Oh, I might still not be strong enough. Oh no, 1891 physical damage. Yeah, goodbye. Ancient Wrist. Ooh, you do get a reward. Let me switch back to a weapon of my preference. 100% to item drops. Ooh. Ooh. Well, sticky hand on a stick, you were fun. I've got to use this now. No, there really isn't anything here. So is there no companion in this area? Let me see. Oh no, he doesn't keep going up. That one was less. Oh, okay. Companion. Oh, I need to go get rid of my debuffs. Big Moist. Oh, hold on. I'll get to that after I deal with these guys. Okay, cheese. Damage. I do wish I could put a hat on the cheese golem. I like the hat the bean golem had. Let me go get rid of my debuffs. Says randomly found Alphonse Gator, having consumed Shadow. Randomly found in Wander. Oh. Do I need to eat a shadow item? Oh, I don't know why I still have this book. I have some shadow stuff, don't I? So those are no, I need... I got shadow... Oh wait, I had shadow milk, didn't I? Yeah. I mean, if it's the end of the day... It's like Nietzsche said fairly recently, be careful when you drink the Abyss's milkshake because the Abyss also drinks your milkshake. Pleasant numbness spreads within you, soothing darkness. That's probably fine. Wow, I have 12,000 meat. Also, I need to figure out how to get rid of that sandwich. You lose in effect original sandwich. Oh, okay. Well, how do I get rid of the other thing? Oh. That was actually a buff. Weird. Okay. So it says now I should just random search until I find this guy. This guy. Okay. Is this guy... Am I really gonna... Is it gonna be a friendly gator man? Oh. A portly man in a white linen suit, sitting in a wicker chair in a flat-bottomed boat, is being fanned by two large bats as he pulls his craft through the murky swamp water. I say, pardon me, young man, but might I prevail upon you to lend me some navigatory assistance? I consider myself a man with sense of direction, but I must admit this bayou has got me turned around a bit. Well, to start with, you're way too far west to call this swamp a bayou. Well now, I may just be a simple country Dracula, but I'd have thought I could tell the difference between the bayou and some damned Yankee swamp. Have I really missed Louisville by that much? Afraid so. By more than 800 miles as the bat flies. Well, tarnation. I'll never make it to the Derby at this rate. And I was so looking forward to that mint julep. Reckon I'll have to make do with a... Is your name Mary by any chance? No, it's Boss. Bloody Boss? Well, any port in a storm, as the poet said. Help him out. How about instead of drinking me, you let me put a couple of navigation velocity spells in your boat? You could still make it to the Derby in time for last call. Well now, son, if you can accomplish that, I'd be right indebted to you. You cast a charm in his boat and create a strong water current beneath it, and he zips away with a yeehaw! Navigation spells, on the other hand, are clearly not your thing. And anyway, you haven't got any idea how to get to Kentucky from here. It'll probably be less of a problem for him than the fact that he's now traveling on running water, though. Oh, right. Vampires. Oh, okay. I'll take that. Sure. You find the arm of a traveling salesman sticking out of the ground. Given the condition of the arm, it seems like the body it's attached to must have been down there for quite some time. The ring slips easily off the arm's finger because the finger is both wet and withered with decay. One or the other would have sufficed. Give the arm a proper burial. Every time you try to dig, the hole immediately fills up with water. You decide to just use the shovel to press the arm down below the surface and call it a day. It's a day. Alright, so how long do I have to search? This guy again. Okay. Oh, these guys again. Wow, okay. It might actually just be better to do this. The sound effects are a little too much sometimes. Maybe I should lower the battle sound effects, come to think of it. Oh, Bloodshine again. Let's see. Would that be effects? Let's try 40 for that. Oh, right, I forgot that was the whole thing. No, that's we've seen before. Okay. Should I eat another shadow thing? Do I have any shadow food? I don't think I do. Give me shadow grease. You know what? Let me just eat all my shadow stuff. Well, maybe I shouldn't eat all of it, but 3. We'll try 3 and see how that goes. Oh. You know, I'm wondering if this happened because I've boosted my shadow. It must be like in West of Loathing, where that was, what, the corruption? No, necromancy would be the parallel there. Although you got necromancy from reading books, and I haven't seen any books that seem to... Well, there was one book that seemed like it would boost shadow, but... Radio transmission... Oh, the black shapes from before. Jesus, that little guy's gotten strong. You know what? I'll come back eventually whenever I find him. Okay, I've been searching forever. I used all the shadow items in my inventory. I don't think I'm gonna find him. I think you have to be doing like a more, what do you call it, tainted run, it seems. Just like using all the cursed items and everything, and of course the key can't really be used in combat. You have to unlock locks with it, which I've been pretty good at unlocking so far, so... Let's see. The cursed key. The key jumps up to the roof of the dome and sticks there, shaking and keening is the sound keys make, against the metal. The lights in the store whine, flicker, and then cut out completely. Dang it! Only when the power is out does the key calm down, give up the most odious parts of itself to the machine, and drop back down on your lap. Light returns to the store. Fixed it. We had a spare light bulb under the cat. The key's curse lingers in the machine. It is itself an arcane lock, to be solved only by a projection of consciousness. Ooh, train? I've assembled everyone just as you asked, Detective, the victim's wife, and the 2 men who were present in the passenger car at the time. I confess the truth of this murder continues to elude me, but no doubt you are soon to enlighten us with your great powers of deduction and observation. May I inspect the body again? No, that wouldn't be fair to the other passengers who haven't had a look yet. I see. But I will tell you what I know. At 11:13 a.m., the professor dropped dead in his chair after sitting down with his wife for a cup of tea. At that time, Mrs. Ryokenchi and Mr. Andretti were the only other passengers present in this car. Mr. Perry... Wait, is this just straight murder on the Orient Express? Mr. Perry returned later. The rest I leave to you to deduce, Detective. No, it's a little different, but... I mean, it's a lot different, but... Niccolo Andretti, a businessman. I told you, I'd never even heard of this man. I know of Burgerworth College, of course. It's an excellent institution, but I didn't know that he was a professor there. Now, come on, let's not delay our journey further. I'm traveling with 19 suitcases of exotic rubber to make new and exciting wheels at the factory. Detective mode. You observe closely to see what you can deduce. Exotic rubber, eh? No doubt from the jungles of Almodovar, whose local brand of nicotine I can smell on his collar. Of course, the rubber plants of Almodovar don't just yield material for bouncy tires, but an odorless poison, lethal when drunk in hot tea. But why would this man abet the murder of a stranger? I suspect the answer lies in the resume on the table and the name printed on it, Martin Perry. Ryukenshi, the victim's wife. The widow Ryokenshi dabs her eyes with a handkerchief embroidered with the words mourning, rags, and wipes. A moment's privacy, please, Detective. I had nothing to do with my husband's death, and no reason to want him gone. He was a kind man, not a rich one. Everything he made, he spent on the roulette tables. He owned over 700 of them. That's the largest collection in the world. We were traveling to Yorba Linda so the mayor could give my husband the key to the city. But that won't happen now. You deduce that you should make some observations. Sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one. She said she had no reason to wish her husband dead, but the chemical stain in her cuticles and the fingerprints on the window above, which she opened to dispose of the murder weapon, tell the tale more truly. But the nose reveals even more. Observe the zigzag pattern of the medial cleft below the nostrils. It's called Petri's philtrum. And it's a rare genetic condition she shares with Martin Perry, her son. The young man is absent-mindedly but methodically disassembling and reassembling a fountain pen. It's as I said, yes, the man was a professor of mine at Burgerworth College, and yes, he gave me a C and a D, but that's no reason to kill a man, wouldn't you agree? Besides, at the time of his death, I was in the lavatory trying to figure out what all the bits and pieces do. Perfect alibi, wouldn't you agree? He's right, a mere C and D are no reason to kill one's professor, but is that the whole story? Observe how the boy tinkers with the fountain pen in the train lavatory. He fancies himself a mechanic, but he wouldn't get a foot in the door of that profession if his C and D stood for car dunce. Nobody would be able to hire him, unless the professor who awarded those ignominious grades died. In that event, every grade he ever gave would be voided, and this young man could take a plum job in car manufacture and start earning the big bucks. Yes, Detective, tell me again what you know of this case. Okay. I have solved this murder. I was never in doubt, Detective. Now tell us. Tell us all what happened here. The victim was... smushed? Poisoned? By... Niccolo Andretti. Please, all will become clear. With exotic poison from the Almodovar tree. To avoid Martin Perry's car dunce grade so he can make tires for Mr. Andretti. Careful now, don't be a fool. You were gifted with the great powers. Okay. What was her thing again? Chemical stain in her cuticles and the fingerprints on the window. She opened and disposed of the murder weapon. Stabbed? A needle. To avoid Martin Perry's car dunce. Okay, I think that one's more likely. Stabbed, you may, needle. To protect someone or something. Stabbed, you may, needle. Sick curiosity. Me. Okay. What's the point of this little food bowl? Dispose of the murder weapon. I mean... Okay, let's say poisoned. You may. Oh. The victim was poisoned by Yume. Oh, it was as simple as it seemed. With exotic poison from the Almodovar rubber tree to avoid Martin Perry's car dunce grade so he could make tires for Mr. Andretti. Young Martin Perry dreams of working on cars, and his fresh ideas excite Mr. Andretti, who runs a tire factory. Master Perry's professor was effectively blacklisted him as a car dunce, unemployable. What to do? Kill the professor, of course, and void that odious grade. Here the plot becomes most wretched. Master Perry's mother, Yume Ryokenshi, marries the professor and arranges for him to be present on the very same train as Master Perry and Mr. Andretti, who supplies an undetectable poison administered by Miss Ryokenshi. And voila, no more professor, no more car dunce, but there is one thing our three conspirators did not count on. Me. I'm not ashamed. Any parent, sir, would do the same. As would any manager seeking new talent with interesting ideas about tires. If you call someone a car dunce, you're branding them for life, and you're responsible for anything that happens next. How awful. How awful, the three of them in it together? Tell you what, detective, at the next stop, they can all get out and take the bus. A sick business. Quite so, but a wonderful feeling, I think, to be possessed of great gifts. Great powers of deduction and observation. To use them, here's another. A gift, that is. Call it a reward. Mysterious owl ring. Nice ring, isn't it? Look what rewards accrue to the powerful. Look how the world itself reveals itself at your touch. Wait. That's not how it happened. I should tell the tale again. The victim was blown up by... Wait. Was smushed by you, an oversized mallet, out of sick curiosity. Don't you remember? You're being foolish now. Wait, is there like another gag to this? Cursed key. But I don't even know what you call this. removal. I want to know if there's like a gag thing to this, because there seems like each one of these has like a special thing you can go out of your way to do. Oh, okay. I need to make him just... I need to keep doing stupid things. I thought so. Okay. You're a fool. A fool. I gave you great powers of deduction and observation. I gave you the power to bend back the skin of the world and sniff up its insides. How dare you waste it? You really want to live without this power? You really want to live in the dark? Yes. You're a fool, and I wouldn't sully that ring on the finger of a fool. Give it back now. You don't deserve it. I uncurse you. Oh, okay. It was just keep doing stuff. So, did that curse effectively try to bribe you into not destroying it? That's a little disconcerting. You look at the key that once harbored its shadowy magic. It shimmers in the light. You check your fingers and pockets. No mysterious owl ring. You're reminded of the great figures of history who wielded incredible power and chose to give it up. You can't think of anyone specifically, but the concept is interesting to consider. Who's famous? Who put the key away? Oh, it's an accessory plus 50% item drops. Too bad I have something that gives me 100. Thanks again for the rescue, boss. I'd have been corned beef hash with a side of eggs if you hadn't shown up. It was nothing, Charles. I basically just followed your wrenches. Here's your wrenches back, by the way. Nice. Knew these babies would come in handy for something someday. Don't you use them for, like, wrenching? Well, the 7/8, yeah. The 255, 256, not so much. Anything I can help you with? Nothing right now. Anything to turn in here? Oh, bass oil. I don't think people are going to like this very much, but you're the boss. So what does it do? Sleaze armor. Okay. Anything to say? Anything to put away in... Time to pick a fourth store. Right. First applicant's Texas Instruments. Guy from Texas selling musical instruments. Okay, so that would be for... I'm betting that's weapons for the jazz musician. Truncheons and bludgeons, that's probably for pig skinner. Yield chemiker. Let's do that one. Get it moved in. You find a hook on the ceiling and hang up your new refrigerator. Oh, yeah. Oh. What does that do? Ooh, that's not bad at all. I love this room. Alright, well, I guess we'll do the dream sequence in the next episode and move on to the next dates in the next episode. So, thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.